there guys, welcome back to my channel. I am PrettyPoisonStef, a variety gamer from South Africa. This is my Sims 4 YouTube channel, so subscribe if you want more Sims 4 content. So in today's video, I'm doing a shell challenge which I saw on the official Sims Discord. I will link the Discord information down below if you guys would like to join and also check out this challenge. It was quite a fun challenge to do. So they want to see your best modern design skills with their new March MADDNESS shell challenge. So that is what the challenge is called, March MADDNESS. So yeah, this is what we're doing. We are making a modern home with the shell which they provided. And I think it turned out pretty great in the end. But you guys can let me know when you've seen the whole build. You can let me know what you guys think about this build. This build is available on my gallery, and also obviously 𝗧𝗕𝗂𝗂 was used for this build. And I did use quite a few packs though, so I will also list down below in the description which packs I did use for this build. And yeah, you guys can let me know what you think. It was a bit tricky for me when working with the columns because at some places the columns go higher and they don't want to go lower. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And also when placing the columns, I actually did skip that part in the video because when placing the columns on the second floor, it is quite a struggle to get it to be on the outside. But luckily I did manage to get it to work. So you guys will see how I made the stairs on the bottom floor. I used also a platform. Unfortunately, I do end up having to change it and just make it a straight staircase, no platform in between. Because it was not functional. My sim just refused to go up those stairs. She's like, I ain't about that life, that's the most hideous stairs I've ever seen. And then she just simply refused. So like, yeah, I had to change that unfortunately because I really liked the idea of having a platform in the middle of the stairs. But it is what it is. We need to make sure that the house is functional. So this house has also been play tested and it is fully functional. And yeah, so your sim can actually live here comfortably. It is a 2-bedroom house, so you can decide like who lives here. 2 couples can live here or whatever you decide, you know. This house also has 5 bathrooms, but it's not like 5 full bathrooms. So 2 of them are just actually like toilet rooms. Then there is a shower room, there is a bathtub room, and then one is all in one. Okay, so right now I'm busy cluttering the first bathroom, which is a toilet room on the first floor. It's like for the guests to use the toilet, I guess. So I'm just placing some clutter in this little bathroom to make it a bit more useful, you know, give the Sims everything they need when going to the bathroom, you know, like some soaps, they need toilet paper, towel to dry the hands after they wash their hands, that kind of thing. So that is what I'm doing. I used a lot of items from the bathroom clutter kit as well as from the spa day pack. And also this mirror is from the seasons pack. It is probably one of my most favorite mirrors in the game. And that will be the first bathroom. Then I head upstairs. So this is the toilet room. And then next to it will be the bathtub room and then the shower room. So this toilet room is generally the same as the one downstairs, I guess, but maybe I put a bit more clutter in this one than in the one downstairs because this one is next to a bedroom. So I would think if they use a bathroom, like, you know, when you get up in the morning and you have to get ready for your day. So this would most likely be the place they do that because it has the basin and, you know, like to brush their teeth, and then it also has the mirror so they can do the hair and all that kind of stuff. So that was the vibe I was going for with this bathroom. But I also tried to keep everything modern in this house because it needs to be a modern build. But I think it looks pretty cool. The bathroom also with the plants gives it a bit more life so that it is not so boring and just like, oh, items. And then oddly enough, I used round wall lights, these ones that are hanging from the wall. Like, I've never used these lights before, but they actually turn out really pretty. Like, I sized them down and it actually works out really cool. And by placing 3 of them, it actually creates a lot of light. So this is the bathtub room. I wanted the bathtub to be in the middle And then I also wanted to just add a couch in the corner. So I don't really know. I just think it looks really pretty with the couch in the corner. But maybe like, say it's a husband and wife and the wife is taking a bath, then the husband can sit on the couch and they can just chat and whatever. So I guess that's why there's a couch in the bathtub room. Or it can be whatever you make it. So now I'm just adding some more decorations into the bathroom so that it is not just a room with a bathtub, you know. So the best way to do that obviously is adding a bunch of plants and then also a mirror. I feel like each little bathroom, no matter what is in the bathroom, it should have a mirror. Then for the shower room, I do make a platform for the shower just to create some different levels, you know, so it's not all just one flat surface. And then of course I also put a couch in this bathroom, but the other one I used in the bathtub room is a bit too big, so I had to use a different chair, and I think it still works out in any case. So now I'm just rearranging some clutter in the shower room. The shower room has more space than the bathtub room, so I was actually able to put more stuff here. So they can also decide to use the shower room to do their hair and makeup and whatnot. And then of course I use my round ball lights from the wall as well in this bathroom. You will also see again I think in all three bathrooms, the most items I used are from Bathroom Clutter Kit and from Spa Day Pack. These packs just have the best items to use, so that's why I use them. But in any case, we head on to the first bedroom. Now, these bedrooms are pretty huge, like especially this one. This is the biggest bedroom in the house. So it is really big, so I had to try and figure out what to do with this space. It was a bit challenging for me because I can only do so much in a big space. I guess I like smaller spaces, I don't know. It's just easier to furnish a smaller space and clutter it. So this big space is not going to be as cluttered, but it will look modern and nice. So yeah, I decided to use this fireplace to create heat in the room, and this fireplace also looks a bit more modern than the other fireplaces, and I also feel like the other fireplaces are a bit too big, which is why I stuck to this one. It really fits the scene well in this build, so the black and white modern theme. So with the lower part of this bedroom, I'm going to put a bunch of closets. So that is basically going to be where the sim or whoever's living in this room puts all their stuff. So now I've placed all the clutter I want to use in this room on the floor. So now I'm just going to rearrange everything to set the clutter in place. So basically what I'm doing here is if you move the dresser and then you first put the item on the dresser so that it gets that level, and then you pick up the item again and you hold in Alt, you can move it in the air to where the dresser needs to be so that you can place it better, then it does not snap to a position and you can actually end up placing more items. So that's basically the trick I use to place clutter around the place. And I also added this couch and the little end tables. With these round end tables, I like making two. So the second one I sized down and I put it like half in the first one to create a different type of end table, which I actually do it quite a lot. So that is one of my signature moves, I guess. But yeah, as you guys see, this room is not so cluttered because it is quite huge. So I don't want to overdo it. So I only did so much clutter. Then this will be like a study slash office slash skills room, I guess you could call it. I do end up moving the desk because my sim, for some reason, she did not want to like go around the table and use the computer. Like she said, there's not enough space, but I feel like there was more than enough space. But in any case, I did have to change that a bit. And then, yeah, by the bookshelf, I wanted to add some more items on the shelf because it looked a bit empty. I felt like it needed a bit more items. So then I just added some boxes. I added the pillows from the, what is that? From the 4-end pack. The plant is also from the 4-end pack, and the thing next to it, I think it's like a little birdcage type thing. It's also from the 4-in pack. And then the plants I usually at the bottom, the 2 plants in the wooden frame, is from the Blooming Rooms kit, which I absolutely love. There's some really beautiful plant pieces in the Blooming Rooms kit. I would definitely recommend you get it. If you like using plants to fill up the blank spaces in your world, it is the best kit to get. Then I'm just gonna add some more items to the desk, but again, I don't want to add too much items to the desk because this is a general study room, so it's not like one sim is using it. It's going to be shared by a few sims depending whoever lives in the house. So I didn't want to personalize it too much. I just wanted it to be like a general space for multiple sims. Then this is just some open space on the 2nd floor. So I decided this can be like the linen closet where they keep their linen. And then I also just put a plant and a couch there to fill up the space and make it look a bit better, I guess. But that couch is just there. I don't really think they're gonna sit there because this is the living room, there is the study, there is their bedrooms. And then I just add some more wall art, and that is that room. Now upstairs, the 3rd floor, this room is smaller than the one downstairs on the 2nd floor, but this room has a bathroom that is, it's like an all-in-one bathroom, so it is not like separate rooms for different type of stuff. So I tried to make like a custom wall thingy for the shower, or divider, room divider for the shower, using this wall beams from the, I believe it's from the Eco Lifestyle pack. So then I got some of the clutter I want to use, and now I am just placing it again, putting it in place. I did struggle a bit, like I felt like there wasn't enough space behind the basin for all the clutter I wanted to put there, but I managed to squeeze them in just. And now I'm just adding some final touches to the build. The little table thingy by the bath with the towels on it, I do end up having to move it because my sim didn't want to use the bathtub. It was like, no, there's towels in the way, I can't get there, even though there's more than enough space. And then I thought it's really cool to put a little chair in the shower area. I think it looks pretty cool. And then some bathrobes on the wall. And then the lights, I used the same round wall lights that I did in the other bathrooms. So I tried to keep that similarity, you know. And then just some wall art to finish up the room. Now I'm doing the bedroom section of this room. Again, I tried to use similar pieces as the other room, but also I gave it some different styles, like the dresser at the end of the bed. I used a different one compared to the other bedroom, just to give it a bit more individuality, I guess. And then I also used the same fireplace as the other bedroom. I really think this fireplace looks so beautiful. It looks very neat and modern. And then this bedroom also got a bookshelf and a chair, so they can also they have their own reading corner in their bedroom, which I think is really cool, as well as a TV. So I think that's what makes this one the master bedroom. Even though it is smaller than the other bedroom, this one has a reading corner and it has a TV. So that, I think, makes this the master bedroom. Now I'm just gonna add all the clutter for this bedroom as well. I put a few items on the bedside tables. I made sure that it looks a bit different, so I didn't want to use the same items on both sides of the tables. I used different items. And then I put a few items on the dresser, you know, like the jewelry and the perfumes. And I also put some bath salt jars. I just think it looks pretty. I know it's maybe a bit weird to have the bath salt jars in the bedroom and not by the bathroom, but I just thought it looks pretty. So I did that, and then I just add some finishing touches. I also, on this black dresser, I add a little llama statue, which is from the Dream Home Decorator pack, which I thought is a really cute modern type of decoration. Then I added that as well. Also a little basket with blankets that they can use. And also I put some hooks on the wall so they can hang like their hats, their jackets, their handbags and all that kind of stuff. So now we head on to the kitchen. The way I did this kitchen is not really something I have done before, but I think it actually turned out pretty cool. The kitchen is rather small for a nice big modern home. This kitchen is quite small, but I don't think it is a problem. It's big enough to do what it needs to do. So I put the basin in the corner where they can do the dishes next to the fridge, and then I used counter island tops, and then on the other side of it I put the normal countertops where they do like the cooking stuff, and then I used the rice cooker and a kettle from the 4-in pack in this build. And then for the stove and the oven, that is from the Dream Home Decorator pack. It is the loose units that you put in the cupboard, which I do prefer to using a fully built stove. I actually like the one that you put in the cupboard rather. It just looks prettier for me. And now I'm just placing down all the clutter I want to use in this build in the kitchen. So that is what I'm doing now. I'm just going to rearrange the clutter to put it in place. Like I want to put the coffee cups and coffee tins by the kettle, because that's what you're going to use when you make the coffee, by the kettle. So that's kind of what I was going for over there. And then you have the paper towel and you have the container with the wooden spoons and stuff for when you're cooking on the stove. Then I put an additional shelf above the basin because I wanted a place to add these jars, because I love these jars from the Dine Out pack. It just looks cool having like, I guess it's like pasta jars, and then the big one is an olive jar. So that is what I did there. I also used some items from the Country Kitchen kit, which is like the pot you see on the stove that I use. And the stove is still functional with the pot being there on the stove. So that is pretty awesome. And now I'm just recoloring a few of the items so that the colors match in the kitchen. And that was kind of it, you know, like the kitchen was actually really quick to make. Like even I was surprised, like wow, it took so quick. But now I am heading to the living room part of this build. I was not sure if I wanted to put the TV like diagonal or if I wanted to keep it straight, but then I did end up keeping it diagonal. And then I also placed the dining room tables and chairs. I know the dining table can take 2 more chairs than what I placed there, but I didn't want to make it too much. Like I wanted to keep it on the more minimal side, the amount of chairs I put by the dining table. And then I just put a bunch of plants everywhere in this area to fill up the space. I think it looks really pretty, like with all the plants. I feel like my Sims would just be able to breathe better having all this nature around them, even in the house, but that's just me. So I added these shelves in the living room, and this is basically where I'm putting the clutter for the living room. So I put quite a few book stacks in the shelf, and then I added this cute little butterfly photo frame and a little penguin and this strange spike thingy from the Dream Home Decorator pack. I don't know the official name for it, so I do apologize for that. And then we add a coffee table, which I don't clutter up. I just put 2 plants and it's like a pot pan thing from the Dream Home Decorator pack as well. And then in the living room is also where I added hooks on the wall for handbags and that kind of stuff, because there wasn't actually space by the front door for that kind of thing. So I just put it there in the living room. And then now I'm just putting a few pieces of wall art, but I also did not want to overdo it with the wall art in this build. So that is what I did there. And I absolutely love this black portrait with the orange fishes. Like I think it looks so modern. It fits very well in a modern build. So yeah, by the stairs I'm just decorating it with a few more plant pieces, but as I said, I do end up having to change the stairs because my Sim did not want to use it as is with the platform in the middle. But generally the stairs still looks similar to what it is, just without the platform. Okay, so now I am heading to the landscaping part of this build. Well, not really the landscaping yet. I'm first doing the back area. I guess you can call it a porch because I am going to lift the house. As you just saw, I lift the house. So I use these bars again from the Eco Lifestyle pack to create like a divider for the porch. And this is basically where I'm gonna make the relaxation area for meditating, and they can also do yoga over here. So I used these plants from the Blooming Rooms kit, which I haven't actually used before because they're quite big, they take up a lot of space, but I felt like they fit quite well on this porch. And it also adds to the divider to create more privacy for the meditation area. Then I also added the campfire to the porch. I just hope the house won't like set a light with it being on the porch and not being outside in the grass or on the garden. But I think it will be fine there, so I can actually sit on the porch and roast some marshmallows. So for the garden, I tried to put as much plants as I could. I used a lot of plants from the debug menu because it is for free. But that's not the reason. I used those plants because they are bigger than the normal plants you buy. So then it takes up more space and then I can just put less items. And then I did something I haven't really done before. I placed these rocks here at the back. And then I just put a few bushes in them just to give them some more color. It's kind of like, instead of putting a fence, I put these rocks here. And then I also made this the barbecue area at the back so that they can also have a barbecue. And then in the front I put these two big trash cans because I feel like every lot should have two trash cans, or at least one big trash can outside. And then I searched for a car to put here. It took me a while to find the cars because I don't really use them. I used to always size up the toy cars, but that was before I realized there was actually cars I could use from the debug menu. So it was quite amazing when I figured out here is all these cars from the debug menu. Then I was just looking for what I can use as a little border around the car parking spot, and then I ended up using these rocks and sizing them down to create a border. I also do use these rocks to create a border by the garden. I think it looks pretty cool with the rocks as the border, and now I'm just adding a few more plants here at the front. I didn't do too much in the front yard. I did more garden work, like I think on the sides of the house I did a lot of gardening stuff, put a lot of plants. I put this chair and end tables from the Modern Luxe kit, and then I decided to spray paint this terrain. It's like a bunch of little pebbles. And then I also decided to close up the garden, like close up the backyard area with the garden. So instead of using fencing, I just used the garden as fencing. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next up is a house tour and some screenshots. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I know most of my viewers are not even subscribed to my channel, so please guys don't forget to subscribe. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment down below what you think of this build. That is it for now. Poison out.